Hello everybody, welcome back to a new kind of thing I'm doing here. Not really a technology kind of guy or anything, setup's pretty basic, but I'm gonna start playing Banjo-Kazooie, the original, well excuse me, not the, well yes the original, not Banjo-Tooie the sequel or Nuts and Bolts, which I have actually never played, the third one in the series. That's more of a driving game, really only Banjo-Kazooie in name. Is what people have told me. Like I said, never played it myself. But we're gonna kick off the first episode of what I like to call now Rob Plays Games, or RPG for short. Ironically, not going to be playing very many RPGs, because that's not really the games I'm into at the moment, kind of as you can tell based on, the last couple of things I've played on my Xbox, which I don't actually normally play too much of because I moved on to the PS5 and my Switch mostly, which you can, there's my PlayStation. Yeah, see, there's the Xbox all lit up, all those Switch games down there. See, that's kind of more of what I'm doing at the moment. Playing through stuff on the PS5, like I was replaying Ghost of Tsushima, which I will probably play after I do the Banjo series, maybe, or Red Dead, because Red Dead is fucking fantastic. So let's go ahead and kick off. Let's get a new version of Banjo-Kazooie going. And I did say this is the original, but what I meant was just the first game in the series. This is actually the Xbox 360 version on what they made called the Rare Replay. A whole bunch of classic Rare games from my childhood and even before I was born. Most notably, ones I played: Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark is a fantastic game. We're gonna play that too. That's a better version of Rare's most iconic game, GoldenEye 64, which was, my first person shooter. Everyone loved it. But I've never actually beaten Banjo-Kazooie all the way through. I have played all the way up until about the 8th or 9th level, whichever one the haunted house is. But now we are going to kick off, and I'm going to beat it all the way to the end this time, which I have never done before. The setup is still weird and get used to. See, I kind of was messing around with it, and this is the one I started years ago, but I don't know where the hell I'm at there, so let's jump into a new game. One of the fun things about this game, I'm going to kind of talk over this entrance here because, as you'll see, none of the characters speak in real words. They all make these dumbass sounds, but there's subtitles the whole time, so if you don't know what the story's about, you can just go ahead and read and follow along with what's going on. But for those who have played the original but haven't played the Xbox 360 version or the Rare Replay, they did make some fantastic quality of life improvements. For those of you who, like I said, have played the original version on the N64 but not the Xbox Live Arcade, you'll know that, kind of similar to Mario 64, all the stuff you collect throughout the levels, the worlds, whatever you want to call them, if you die, you lose all that progress. But the Xbox Xbox 360 version, they actually changed that. So whatever you do and collect and then die, you keep all that progress. And for those, like I said, who have played the game, either version, no, I'm just talking about the notes, because those are the biggest pain in the ass in this game, is playing on difficult level, getting a crap ton of these notes, not dying, and then randomly dying and have to start everything all goddamn over again. But you don't have to do that in this version. If you die, you keep that progress. Another thing, for those who haven't played, unlike Mario 64, when you collect a this game, they're called jiggies. They're little jigsaw puzzles. But they're supposed to be kid-friendly, so they made it a cute word like jiggy. But they're just jigsaw pieces. See, look at all their stupid voices. And that mole bottles is annoying as shit. But anyways, like I was saying, so they're the Power Stars in Mario 64. In this one, they're jiggies, but the best thing they did that's better than Mario 64, when you collect one, you don't get your ass booted out of the level. You actually stay around in the level and can continue progress, continue collecting stuff, can continue doing things until you kind of are ready to leave the world. So that is great, because a lot of these earlier levels, they're really super easy, so getting your ass booted out after collecting a jiggy, and then like in Mario 64 where all your coins reset every time you jump in, they don't do that with the notes regardless of what version you're playing. I think one of my favorite things about this game that I didn't realize till the last time I played it, actually I didn't realize that somebody mentioned it on a YouTube video I was watching, and then I noticed it because I wanted to play it to see what they were talking about. The main villain, Gruntilda, the witch, that ugly green lady, all of her dialogue are rhymes. So sometimes she says some dumb shit just so her dialogue will rhyme. And it's kind of funny. Kazooie's just a great character. By the way, it's a she. Banjo's a boy, he's the bear. And Kazooie's the girl, she's the bird. So yeah, basically, first, this is the hub level where that's Banjo's house. Let's talk to this annoying ass thing. But the best thing that they added in this game, unlike like a Zelda or something like that, with the scrolling, if you hold down A button, they speak faster. And the pitch of their voices change, which is funny. So like, see, then his voice gets, Bottle's voice goes up higher. It's funny. So I will let y'all read kind of the dialogue, just so you kind of can see what's going on. But I am gonna skip the tutorial part. I'm still gonna collect all the shit in the main level, or the hub area here, called Spiral Mountain, but I'm not gonna do the actual tutorial because I remember how to play. And he even gives you the option, which is great. You can accept it and you have no moves, or I can decline it. And I already, boom, see basic moves. The other 4 or 5, maybe 6 moves you need. See, I can already double jump, which I could not before, which is nice. But yeah, so there's a couple of things that I need to get in this hub world. I don't really need these lives because you don't die very much in this game unless you suck. Combat's not, it's not really a combat game. But I'm gonna go through, kind of collect specifically these honeycomb pieces right here. Once you collect 6 of them, you do get an extra health piece, kind of like in Zelda. See a little honeycomb there, but the most annoying thing is he gets a sprint that you can't get until the first level. So for now, we're gonna have to just swim around and walk around as Banjo, slow as shit. That's probably the most annoying thing. We're actually gonna do that one in a second. Just like literally, this is all just tutorial shit to teach you all these moves, and then they give you all a honeycomb piece so you can get used to that mechanic of collecting them. And then basically they just start you out with an extra health piece. Which, I mean, they could have just given you a tutorial and thrown the honeycomb pieces in the first level and called it a day. So I don't have to spend time doing this shit, but whatever. I think it should only take me a couple minutes. Because like I said, I was doing this earlier just to kind of get my bearings back on how to play this, because I am playing on on the Xbox version, which has, like I said, I already mentioned the quality of life improvements they did already with collection functionalities. But they also, just the ability, because I'm old and used to play the N64, I haven't played the N64 on an N64 controller in probably 15 or 20 years. So everything now we play has 2 joysticks, so you can control the, except for certain parts like this where you have a fixed camera. You can control the camera with your other thumbstick, which is just amazing. They do have inverted camera controls, which is annoying as shit. There's another life. Oh, did I grab it? I think I grabbed it just out of habit. I said, I was gonna say, I'm not even gonna grab that extra life piece, or life, but I went ahead and did it anyway. Which one am I missing? I'm missing the one above the tree. It's this tree right here. 5, and then the combat area. Where the hell is that? Oh, it's there. So yeah, so like I said, this is not really a combat game. Like, he'll come at me, but one hit, he's dead. It's kind of dumb, but it's fun. Not like Mario 64. In Mario 64, you have a lot more enemies. Just environmental hazards. There's a lot of environmental hazards in this game and there. Like I said, it's kind of a retelling, reimagination of Mario 64, just by Rare, so that they didn't get sued by fucking shit. Fucking now I'm in a loop. Because he caught me. God damn it. Really right now? There we go. Jesus. That was ridiculous. Alright, so yeah, got that extra honeycomb piece. You get 6 of them. You get an extra life. There it is. Not extra life, an extra piece of your life. I think the best part of this game, though, that I like, when you kill an enemy or unlock a Jiggy, which, you know, like I said, are the star pieces equivalents of Mario 64, that shit just stays there. It stays there. I mean, if you leave the world or something like that, they'll go away. Like, all the enemies stay dead, their health stays around, so if you do have a level, and you'll see later, some of the higher climbing levels, you're gonna need that extra health, because you're gonna fall down and hurt, because platforming, it's not difficult, but it's an N64 game, the camera's ass. Alright, so Bottles, he fixes the bridge for us, and we will head on into Gruntilda's lair. We're gonna go all the way up till I beat the first level. It's gonna be, you know, about 20-30 minutes total on this video. Mumbo's Mountain takes like 10 minutes if you know what you're doing. But the intro on this game is kind of boring, so I don't want to just cut off after the intro. I want it so that at least I play one level. If you do hear some chewing in the background, I apologize. That was my spoon right there. I haven't eaten all day. It was a dumb mistake, and it's almost 4 p.m. here in Texas. So, like I said, alright, this is Gruntilda's lair. And she's gonna talk the whole time, but like I said, first time I played this, I thought it was Mario 64. Like, oh, how come I can't go into the paintings? Because that's not how this game fucking works. So, it's kind of cool. See, I already know this one's up here. But, see? Mr. Jiggy. You see, he kind of explains there. Yeah. Sorry, that was me. I make that banjo noise because I think it's funny. Yeah. Every time I collect one. But yeah, so unlike Mario 64, there's no paintings. There's these little worlds right here that you go into, and you actually do it by collecting those puzzle pieces, and you have to unlock the worlds. Unlike in like Mario 64, as long as you unlock the area, the world's open, or the level's open, whatever you want to call it. And in the early game here, I'm not really going to skip anything, just for those who haven't played the game before. Alright, so you go ahead and unlock Mumbo's Mountain. Boom. Alright. So, how I normally do this, well, like I said, I do everything all at the same time. But how I will normally do this one is the first thing you go do is you want to go unlock your moves, because not having them is a nightmare. Like these little basic ass bitches don't do shit. So, see, and he tells you there, come to my molehills and I'll get you some shit. Blah 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 blah. What is cool though, unlike Mario 64 that has kind of a random number of coins in every level and doesn't really tell you how many coins there are. There's always 100 notes. 100 notes in every level. Holy shit, that was terrible. 100 notes in every level, 10 jiggies in every level. Like, so they took that part from Mario 64 where they kept the same amount of collectibles. Like they had 6 stars each in every level, and then some in the castle that were hidden, and they did the same kind of thing. They got some in Gruntilda's lair, and then 10 in each level. So they kept that kind of similar. But like I said, there's 100 notes in each level, so you can keep track, which is nice. And there's theirs over there, but I'm not gonna get it until I can run with Kazooie, because pretty much once I unlock that, I will never use Banjo running again, because he's slow as fucking dick. A bear is faster to literally do this. And yes, I am gonna collect all 100 notes. I'm not 100% this level, but I'm ignoring the first couple because, like I said, I just need to unlock his moves and do everything. And like I said, if you haven't played this game before, I'm gonna kind of do everything pretty quick because this level takes like 10 fucking minutes. Like even the first time I played this one, I didn't know what I was doing. I was only in here for like 30 minutes when I was a kid. And yeah, so the first time you collect everything, they're gonna kind of talk to you about stuff. I'm gonna actually, when you're ready to leave this world, return to the star area. Blah 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 blah. Okay, he's annoying, and I'm just standing in the way of this guy's. So I am gonna give him his orange to raise that platform, but I'm not gonna do this part yet because I need ground pound. So we're gonna go get ground pound. We're gonna go get what they call a talon trot. I think that's what it's called, where Kazooie can. Oh yeah, I forgot you get one for that too. Kazooie can. Kazooie can run on her legs, which is twice as fast as Banjo. She can jump really far and really high as well. So pretty much once you unlock that, you never run around as Banjo anymore unless you're trying to do some tight ass platforming. How come he can run this up this one and there's other shit that's not nearly as steep that he can't? I don't understand, but whatever. I think I need ground pound or something over by the talon trot. No, I don't. Whatever. Where is he? There it is. Oh yes, you want the Mumbo tokens. You need 5 of those. There's one up here. I knew there was one up here too. So there's that one. See, even though this is the first level, that is not really changed. There are always a couple that are just freaking out and about in each level. So you can kind of just see them, get as long as you can get to them, you're good. And here's probably the most useful one of the moves in the game. Of course, everyone calls it ground pound. He calls it something stupid. But because we all play Mario, we all call it ground pound. And by we, I mean anybody who's ever knows about this game or plays it. Again, shout out to Michael and Matt from Let's Play channel. I think their channel's shut down now, but I'm kind of just was watching them play and kind of reinvigorated my. Ah, damn it! I forgot I need the eggs to do this part. Okay, so yeah, each part they kind of give you you have to get all the levels. You need all of your abilities, and you have to keep going. I was trying to do all of one little section before I. Oh, don't need those. So those little guys are called Jinjos. So they're the red coin equivalent for Mario 64. There's 5 of them on every level. Just like there's 8 red coins on every level. That's always one of the jiggies. That's easier to figure out and remember. But yeah, like I said, I was trying to do all of one area, so I don't have to keep going back and forth. But forgot you need eggs and ground pound. Oops, Oh shit, I forgot I need talent drop for that. So see, like that's the thing. You have to kind of do a little bit of back and forth. They do that on purpose, just so you can kind of figure out everything in this game. You know, figure out your moves and shit like that. Here is my favorite move in this game, and once I unlock it, I will be using it consistently. Talent drop. And for those who don't really know kind of the story, Banjo's kind of a goofball. Kazooie's a straight up savage this whole game. If you listen or read, I guess, the stuff she says, especially to Bottles, she is a savage. And it's hilarious that she just insults him the whole time, and all he's doing is helping. But yeah, so there's that. And like I said, once I unlock this, I pretty much use it the whole time because I hate walking as slow as Banjo. You know, kind of like in Zelda or Ocarina of Time, the best. Well, not necessarily the best. It's one of my favorites in that series because it's amazing. I've beaten Ocarina of Time so many times. Once you get Epona, you know, when you're an adult, you don't fucking walk anywhere. You warp there, you ride Epona. You're not doing no damn. Alright, there's all 5 Jinjos for that Jiggy. So what are we up to now? 5 or 6? Yeah. Alright, so there's 5 right there. The other nice thing about this is it's a lot easier to hold down with talent drop because I have double triggers on my Xbox controller. Ironically, this is the oldest system I have. I do not have the upgraded Xbox One X or S or whatever the hell they are. Xbox Microsoft kind of pissed me off with all that crap. So I got a PS5 and never looked back in terms of the new generation of consoles. Alright, here's where we're gonna get all that. Oh my god, that was stupid. That one wasn't even camera, that was just me. You'll see later though that there's gonna be some dumb camera shit in this game. Hold the right or left trigger and shoot an egg. So yeah, so Kazooie, she can either shoot you with an egg or she just poops them out. You know, and you do actually need the poop out a couple times in this game, so it's kind of funny, but yeah, essentially she's just pooping them out. That's all she does. So, that's funny. Like I said, I'm gonna just, for those who haven't played, kind of, just so you can show, or not show, so I can show you, you can see kind of the mechanics of this game, talking to him, getting your moves, unlocking that shit, just so you can see him explain a lot of the stuff. And this is one of my favorite features of this game that's not Mario 64. You do stuff in the levels that affect the hub world, the overworld, or Gruntilda's lair, so I think that is dope. I forgot about the monkey part. Or the gorilla part. So yeah, that I actually think is cool. And this part, oops, not that one. And then just unload on this motherfucker. And then so you only hear like the first of your 3 hit him. Oh shit, oh no, that's not what I wanted to do, Jesus. But yeah, so you only hear the first of your 3 hit him, it makes that sound. Wow, that was, wow. So yeah, he does sometimes, if you're running, he'll slide when you crouch. So if he's still running and you're sliding, he'll just keep going. And then he throws one at you. Oh my god, how did he hit me that time? Yeah, this monkey head, or gorilla, has pinpoint accuracy. Oh my gosh. I'm still getting used to the controls. So yeah, you just kill it. Keep hitting with eggs, boom. And he's gonna drop another one. So now we're gonna, you see all those notes over his left shoulder, but it's on the right side of the screen. We're gonna save those for last because you just get those on the way out. Well, I do. I get them on the way out when you are the termite. So there's those ones. There is a Jiggy over there. Again, I get that as a termite. I'm gonna go do the rest of the stuff I can do as Banjo, because you do actually get a cool transformation in this game, which, for those who haven't played, we're gonna go in that little house, and he transforms us into certain characters you need for a certain level. See, because Kazooie can't run up there, she's full. And turn into actually a termite in this, smaller version of those things that I almost ran into. But yeah, you get to turn into one of those. What's in this one? Why did I not? Why did I not crush that one? Oh, ha! I've been searching for that thing forever. This one of the basic ones. I don't know why I didn't do that the first time. Alright, so then just come up here. We're gonna get this one real quick. Thank goodness I played most of this game, like especially these early levels, like 50 times. Especially this level. I played this level, I can't tell you how many times. So I can do everything in like 5 minutes. So yeah, so normally you go in there, boom, he gets you, transforms you into a termite, and you're good to go. Oops. Wow, there we go. Boom, but yes, that is something. You want those honeycomb pieces, they are super helpful. There's 8, so 9's on there, 10's up at the top there, boom, that's all the Banjo stuff. I think I can get the last honeycomb piece as a termite. If I cannot, that is really gonna set me back and take me further. Boom. Okay. I was kind of speeding through that at first. I forgot to sit. I was gonna show y'all so. This guy has got to be one of my least favorite characters in the series. He makes your life harder all the time because he gives you the crappiest transformations. I mean, obviously that's not his fault. He wasn't designed that way, or he was designed that way. So, you know, it's the game developer's fault, not his, but he sucks. He's a shitty character. He sucks. He gives you useless transformations, I mean, other than the uses they have in the world, but you can't, oops, I forgot to transform. You can't actually attack as any of these characters other than one in a later level. Those of you who have played the game, you know what level I'm talking about. So yeah, you collect those little tokens, he gives you a transformation, see how many? But not bad for first spell. Mumble practice needed. Why does he need practice if he's already a shaman? Like, shouldn't he be a shaman in training then if he needs practice? But, whatever. So yeah, you can't attack as these things. He can jump really high, and like I said, he's going to be able to stick to those walls in here that you can't as Banjo. But yeah, pretty much every transformation he gives you. Now, which was funny, is my favorite part when I was a kid, was transforming into these things. And just messing around. But actually trying to beat the game, these suck. These are terrible. Other than like, this one's not bad because he can run pretty fast, so that's okay there. None of them take fall damage, which is probably the best thing. It's like, you'll see, I'm gonna yeet this guy off of this mountain once I collect this one. And none of them take fall damage, so you can just jump in. Like, I'm actually gonna collect that last honeycomb piece, so I want that too. No fall damage! Yay! And he can climb up this mountain, so even though I missed it the first time, I knew it was there. Boom! And see, now we're gonna get the last Jiggy, we're gonna collect the rest, and be at 110. Oh, I better be able to hit this with the termite. Oh shit. Okay, you can. Good. The other thing that's cool is if you heard that musical score in the background, it gives you a musical score for every time you collect 10 coins, every time you collect 100 notes. It gives you one as well, and then, as you're going to hear in just a second, I'm about to click these 3, it gives you an overall completion one. And if I wasn't Banjo, or excuse me, if I was Banjo, I wasn't the termite, Banjo and Kazooie do a little bow, to basically just to signify that you have 100% of that level, so you know that you're not missing shit. But yes, here's, like I said, one of my favorite parts of it. You just literally you put a Jiggy outside the world. And if you didn't know you can only get that with the termite, that'll take you forever. And the other nice thing is you don't have to go back to him to transform back. Which is nice because then he just automatically boops you back to Banjo. But you can't do anything fun like explore her castle as a termite, which I think, that is the one thing that I don't like about this game, is that you can't be those transformations outside. So that was all of that, and I'm just going to show you this first part here where there's a note door is what they call them, is you have to. Bottles here is going to explain it, so I'm not going to explain it at the same time. But, see, that's a funny callback. For those who have played Banjo-Tooie, he calls bottles jam jars. Jam jars is Bottle's cousin or uncle or brother or some shit in the sequel. That's who takes over Bottle's character. I'm not going to say why that happens, because, spoilers, we're going to get there. But, yeah, like I said, Kazooie's just a dick to Bottles this whole game. And it is nice, see, like, that honeycomb thing behind me, he's got 3 health in there, and I was only down to 4 out of 6, which is not terrible. But these have 3 honeycombs in them, 3 health every time you break them, so those are super nice. Alright, so we're gonna go through to the top, and I'll let her do her little spiel. But yeah, so that is gonna be the end of first part of Banjo-Kazooie. Got through Mumbo's Mountain, got through the first part at Spiral Mountain, and next time I'll see the idle animation. It made my controller rumble. Like every time she pecks him with while he's idling, it makes my controller vibrate. I did not notice that or did not realize that the first time I played. Maybe just because I was never idle. I wasn't recording anything. So I was always moving and doing shit. So I maybe probably just never noticed. But I think that's funny. And that's how old I am, is I remember having that Rumble Pack. Like I used to, when my brother and I used to play Nintendo 64. Shout out to my big bro. And not just this game or the games that needed the Rumble Pack. We use it all the time just because we got used to the weight of it, to the point where I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there and just talk for a sec. We just got used to the weight to the point where it's like when you would play, any game, Wayne Gretzky, or MLB game with Ken Griffey Jr., any of those games from when I was younger, you just got used to the weight. Even Mario Kart and shit. So it's like when you were second player and you didn't get that weight, you're like, my controller feels weird. Anyway, that is part 1 of Banjo-Kazooie's playthrough. We got through the hub world, learned a couple moves, and beat the first level, Mumbo's Mountain. And next time we're gonna do Treasure Trove Cove, whatever it is, the beach level. And depending on how long that takes me, because that one either is super easy and I get through it in about 10 minutes, 10, 15, 20 minutes, or it takes me like 45 minutes because I missed one damn note and I have to spend 20 minutes searching for it. But that is end of this part, and when we come back, we'll do the next one. Everybody, have a great day.